Just kidding.
Say action.
Yes, action.
Go.
As always, Lorna, we appreciate you doing all this stuff for us and balancing between the two of playing and doing it for us. One last thing I have to worry about when we play these.
Also true. But yes, you're good to go.
All right. We are regrouping with Karuda after a long journey across the Empress's flying bastion. You guys have learned that the real target was through the veil to release Chernobog from his prison like crystal in the distance, where you saw a figure chained off over in the far reaches. You also eventually learned that to be Merlin bound together to keep the beasts back and keep them contained as long as possible. After fighting with Quill, who was ranting and going on about trying to ascend to something beyond his current self, you guys try to free the Empress, destroy his ritual, and as well try to thwart the meltdown of the fortress. Sadly, damage sustained by the lack of 2 engines and the already explosive damage that has been done aboard, and lack of being able to suppress the reality from tearing or ripping apart, eventually became too out of control, even to Quill's dismay, as he was caught up in the explosion, which is used for a lack of a better word. There was no shattering of kingdoms or worlds or devastation per se, but rather a blanket of silence and reality just shifting and turning upon its own, or on its end. There is no veil, there is no material plane. It is all now fractured and merged between one another. And as you guys work lost into the silence and the bright white light, you find yourselves awakened upon the hard rock floor as you look up and see the veil stretching before you. Like a bleak, colorless echo of reality frozen in time, suspended between existence and oblivion. You see the chrysalis in the distance, with a man chained upon it, with gleaming golden sigils and chains that flicker. To your side, you see the collapsed Empress. Move her to this layer real quick. You see the collapsed Empress off to the left, holding her crooked, twisted crown before her, tears kind of streaking, and she is just kind of at dismay. Nearby her lay 2 silver and amethyst keys, lifeless and not glowing. She kind of is looking out away from you all at the expanse towards the prison, and she kind of just starts speaking a little bit to herself. She's closing her eyes, and it seems like she's almost kind of in prayer as you guys kind of collect yourselves. You have a little bit of distance between you. You can approach her, or you guys can collect yourselves and discuss whatever, or let me know what else you guys would like to do. Otherwise, you're all in about the same condition, lying just kind of scattered around each other.
I feel like Lorna sits up, looks around very confused. Right. So, what are we doing? Where? Oh, she's out. Oh shit. You, okay over there? She says to the queen.
She's kind of lost in, her eyes are still kind of closed, her hands clasped like she's kind of lost in prayer and thought.
Does it seem to be that she is casting some sort of ritual spell?
No. At least you see no telltales of any kind of hand motions, components or drawings or anything of that nature around her, like she's trying to create some kind of ritual. She's kind of lost her own moment, but she kind of feels your words landing and waiting for a response, and she kind of goes into her own introspective and just looks out across this. And she just says, "Just used to believe I could stop all this."
By yourself?
Yeah, if I was strong enough, disciplined enough, good enough, I would be able to make sure something like this would never happen.
You know, I didn't read a lot of stories, but I had quite a few. The ones that stop things like this never do it alone. Would you like to not be alone?
Looks defeatedly at kind of at the ground. And she looks over here like, "You guys learned something that I failed to understand. That control without understanding or without compassion is nothing."
True. But you're never too old to learn new things.
She looks exhaustedly at you, trying to inquire as to what you are suggesting.
I'm guessing you've never worked as a team. Would you like to give it a try?
You offer me aid after all the suffering I brought upon everyone. I did not just fall. I didn't fail just once or twice. I failed repeatedly, decision after decision.
Mm-hmm. The amount of scars on my body from just trying to learn how to wield a sword is stupid. Yet I still can.
I don't know what aid I can directly bring. She kind of notions over to the lifeless keys. I don't know what's happened to them. And then she kind of looks up to the sky and says, "And I don't know if any of the gods are listening to me any longer."
Well, one helped wake you up, so she's at least invested in the moment. Besides, does it matter? The strength of an individual person can be quite extraordinary given the right motivation. I'm guessing you spent all of that time and everything you had to stop this. You still have more, don't you?
And what say your friends? You speak pretty loud and clear. Do they forgive someone like me who, and what I have done to them as easily as you have? She kind of looks unsuredly. Like she seems almost kind of like taken aback that she didn't expect this kind of gracious, like, can you help? Kind of this hand that you've extended out. Almost to the point where she's skeptical of it, like is she being set up, and she's kind of trying to read the room right now of your allies.
Well, Lorna's sword's not currently pointed at you. You can see Cronus at the moment. Skybone's Sleam of hard to read. What did the four of you say?
And realistically, we need all the help we can get. The more power that you can bring, the better the ritual will be, she says as she chugs a superior healing potion.
He goes, I must admit, I do know this ritual. I know what it demands. They have no right to claim a place next to you. But, and she kind of looks up to the others that haven't spoken. But if you ask it of me, I will not fail you again.
I mean, I'll take the help.
Gentlemen,
How like she doesn't look like she's injured or just like exhausted, maybe.
He looks really drained. You know, she doesn't look like she's going to be a frontline fighter, but she does seem like she has something to bring in regards to her knowledge and her powers as a kind of a sorceress.
I will actually reach into my bag and pull out my sensu bean I've been holding on to and hand it over to her.
She is kind of overwhelmed by the gesture and taken aback, but she kind of pushes it back to you in the sense that, hey, wield no relic, and you lot need your energy. You do not understand this. What lies ahead is not about, sadly, seeing it to the end. This is going to take complete trust in one another and sacrifice to see that the ritual completes, to bind them whole once again. You say that your goddess has a vested interest in me. Perhaps she could put in a good word with those with those that have turned their back on me for a long time, and rightfully so. She was, while I might limit my abilities to a certain degree, I think this would best be the best interest of the group. And then you start to see her kind of go back to her prayer and kind of clasp onto the kind of brooch of her dress for a moment. And then after a few moments, her prayer kind of seems to be answered, and kind of white light washes over her and your entire group. After a few moments, you guys feel this warmth kind of overwash all of you, healing wounds and bruises and cuts and scrapes across your bodies, and giving you just a little relief and a little breath of fresh air before she collapses to the ground once more and says to herself, I won't be able to do that again for a very long time, but perhaps it'll just give us the edge we need for what lies ahead. And essentially, everyone has replenished their full hit points. For spellcasters, you may recover up to a 5th level spell. You can also break that up into a 3rd level and a 2nd level, or however you wish if you're a spellcaster. For people that have like ability points, like action surges or key points or rages or stuff like that, you may replenish one ability or 1 point in one of those ability frames. And you all will get the obvious benefits of a assumed short rest. So anything that comes along with a short rest. And I think that covers everything in my notes. Am I forgetting a section of abilities that's ignored by that?
I don't think so.
I think so. I think it's supposed to, because I'll just double check in my notes. It's supposed to cover, I thought to see a full long rest. It's just supposed to be like your 100 hit points or whatever, 100%, but Your resources have already kind of been quasi-drained. She, though, is clearly additionally exhausted from it, but she's still being able to kind of make herself back up to her feet. And she kind of nods back at you, Callie, and says, perhaps she is a little bit interested in our cause.
She works in not really mysterious ways at all.
Yeah, not very subtle.
You'd be surprised when she wants to be.
She kind of looks at the rest of the group. Saleem, Skywar, what are your kind of thoughts, or how are your characters kind of responding to all this? If you don't feel like saying something back to her directly, just for me, how are your characters reacting to this right now?
I pull out that harp and start playing a soothing melody.
Okay, what kind of...
Something that would give a feeling of comfort and of home and of determination, and just to strengthen people's spirits. Not using a special charge or anything, just playing just a song, just a melody or something.
What about you, Skywar?
Skyward points at her and mouths "You're dead." It does a slit throat impression. No, he doesn't really do anything really. He believes that he does believe in second chances, and everybody's a fuck up. I mean, our party is an example of that. He's okay with the whole for helping us out just then.
Well, then I will share with you what I know. But she kind of looks back off in the distance. But we must start making our way there. I don't know how much longer he'll be able to last. During this time, you start to notice like what sounds to be like thunder, kind of coming from just storm clouds that you cannot see from any so little distance. Just this thunderous boom every so often.
Right.
I shall follow you and share what I know along the way.
Sounds good.
Let's do this. Once and for all.
All for one.
As you guys do your way across the crags, the jagged landscape, getting closer and closer. Go ahead, Blaine.
I want to stop and pick up the keys before we carry on.
Oh, for sure.
They're just laying there, right?
Yep.
There was 2 sets?
It's just the one set of the 2 purple keys. So
yes,
the two
those
silver
are the ones.
keys. Mm-hmm.
The 2 purple keys are the ones that I had stolen from me.
You had one of the 2. Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Okay.
All
I
right.
get a sense of anything from them when I pick them up?
They feel pretty much lifeless. Like no resonance, no energy. As you guys are walking, she starts to talk, and again, I'm just gonna kind of paraphrase because you guys learned this a lot of that during your time in the time chamber with the map maker. I forget his name. I think it was it wasn't Talos. That was one of the relic.
I was gonna say that was Anika's relic.
Yeah, I can forget it. Sorry, I'm forgetting his name. But anyways, you met him in the time chamber where he was the map maker, and among many other roles that he kind of played the disguise of. Where you learned about this ritual in pretty good in detail, but it was kind of poetic. She's going to start talking about like what it truly means in her during her lessons and things she's learned when she was during her time as a student of Merlin. And she'll describe that the ritual required great sacrifice. From what I understand, we'll take the relics in concentration on focusing their whole being into what the relics must be, part of the ritual, and channeling your energy with them to enact the rites and start to channel the energy that will bind Merlin and Chernobog back together. But Chernobog does not want this and will not go so easily, and he will repel and resist against this. If we lose sight or we falter in our commitment to completing the ritual, all will be lost. Merlin has described how others had failed, those that we have come to know as Quill, Calligra, Reed, and the others. They lost sight. They were corrupted by Chernobog, forced and shaken in their resolve to complete the ritual. And in that falter and in that doubt, that's when Chernobog broke free of the ritual, forcing what we have known today of consuming all of Relic Bears and putting him back in his prison. There is a risk today that if we fail to complete this ritual again, at best we will seal them away and become become contained within these relics themselves and seal them away for doomed repeated cycle. Or we fail at even to completing that, and Chernobog defeats us all and destroys everything we know it. I talk about it. I'm crazy. I felt like I had some will, some kind of capability to prevent all this from happening. But I guess that's what ego will do to you.
But you've learned. You know this. So, we move forward together. You know what to do. You know your faults.
My point is that he will do anything and everything that he can, and he is the most powerful the closer we are to his prison.
Yeah.
We will have to support one another.
We've been doing that forever. I think we can do it again.
And she nods as you guys continue your way across the expanse. You guys get closer and closer, and you see the creatures of darkness kind of surrounding and coming around this invisible, what seems to be barrier. What's stopping them from pushing through? You see a few pushing on it and not being permitted to go through. It's almost like there's this protective membrane surrounding this entire area where Merlin is holding the beast back. The creatures you get closer to have paying you guys no mind as you walk across the expanse. They all seem completely locked in and focused upon the prison itself, almost waiting for the wall to just tremble and break just enough for them to bleed through. You have a little bit further to walk as you guys walk as a group. Is there anything else you guys want to say or do as you approach this area?
So Chernobog's gonna fight back. Does Merlin plan to do anything other than try to not let him?
Merlin most definitely will be doing everything he can to prevent him from breaking free of his prison. As soon as we start invoking the ritual, Chernobog is going to fight back like he hasn't before. And it is going to put his prison completely in strain. And I'm not sure how much more Merlin has to take to resist him. When the ritual begins, it's going to challenge the Dark One, and that is going to empower and enrage him. Merlin's task will be to buy us as much time as possible to complete the ritual. What more aid he can provide during that time, I am not quite certain.
Oh, as long as he's not fighting us too, I guess.
I never got that impression, although I will. It always seemed like it was his hope that we would end this cycle at some point. Clearly,
Yes,
I have let him down. But you guys, that'll be hopefully the answer he was always hoping for.
You know, I wouldn't go comparing one person to a group of 5. Math doesn't work that way.
As you guys get closer and closer, the creatures kind of are pretty tightly close, but you just kind of move, and they just kind of almost as if like they're just staring. Not thralls, but just kind of lack in motion, and their sole focus is on the target. That you guys just kind of brush them away, and as you kind of part them as you move through the crowds of the beasts and the creatures. And as you approach this invisible wall, you feel the gravity and fabric of everything around you start to shift and just pull and twist differently as it seems to thin, and you guys walk effortlessly through, sealing the barrier behind you as you walk in. You see chains stretched in every direction, but not iron, not steel, light. They're carved into existence itself. And in the center, you see him, Merlin. I'm gonna move you guys to this map now, quick. And let me do this. And as you guys approach closer and closer, I will eventually go ahead and use your. You start to make out this man before you. Not composed or anything like that. His skin is kind of cracked, and you see starlight kind of bleeding through the cracks and creases of his skin. You see everything in his eyes, as well as galaxies kind of turning and twisting behind his mortal shell. Stars being born and dying in the same breath, and possibilities just fracturing and reforming behind his eyes. As he watches you all approach, I assume you all are approaching together, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Well, let me get your... Oh, shoot. I had to bring her over here. And he's on that map, right? Okay, perfect. Alright. And as you guys get closer and closer, his eyes, they don't just simply look at you. It's almost like they look at you across time, and they are looking at you in the now, the current, the present. At the same point, you hear that same kind of thunderous boom you were hearing a while ago as you were traveling. This massive explosion come from the prison that he is chained to right now, as you see this huge shadow slamming its fists against the prison that pulses, bends, creaks, and cracks. Whatever's behind this wall is huge, vast, hungry, patient, and Merlin strains from pain, not from fear. He looks at you all and says, "You made it. Then there is still time." At this moment, another chain strains and then snaps, not cracks explosively or violently, but disappears as if it was never meant to last that long. He kind of looks at you all and says, "Can't hold him much longer. But you've all come further than I've ever hoped. And this cycle was not in vain." And he looks over at the Empress and says, I wonder if you would ever see yourself free of it, or if you were lost for the darkness for good." He kind of stands, or looks at all of you as he kind of grips the chains, and they strain some more, and as the prison kind of creaks and groans against the pressure. I've held him everything I have. And he kind of looks knowingly at you all, a face of knowing that you guys must feel overwhelmed with questions and things you might have been begging or wanting or waiting to ask him. And you see this expression upon him of kind of not purely relief that you're there, not really relief that you're there, just sadness that it has to come to this, and this is the cost of everything to kind of see an end to all of this. He's afraid of what time he has left, or what time he has left to answer all your questions that he knows deserves. You've picked up and followed the trails and things that have led you here.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly there's things in your mind that you want from me.
Not really. Not that I can think of. Anybody else?
No?
If not, we must invoke the ritual before he has a moment longer to collect himself and break through. He gestures over to the three kind of ritual areas of this surrounding this prison that keeps the beasts back, and he starts to describe essentially similar to what the Empress was telling you, but how you guys must, each of you must completely channel everything you have to keep to start binding him and Chernobyl back together as one. And he starts to describe just the whole process, and he looks at each of you. He's like, whatever happens, you must give everything you can to make sure that this ritual completes. The risk of it failing means possible complete loss or repeating the cycle again. No matter how he tempts you, pushes, pulls, tricks, or whatever he has planned up his sleeve, you must overcome. When the ritual starts, I will only have enough power to bind and keep him as restrained as possible. But that means that the barrier that protects us from the exterior realm is going to weaken as the ritual proceeds. We should have everything we need to do this. I believe in all of you. But you have to kind of rely on each other in this next steps.
Skyborg, don't you have something, a wall of thorns or something?
Let me check.
Hey guys, let me I'm gonna go make sure the kids are heading to bed. Why don't you guys take this time to kind of talk with each other, maybe do a quick strategy, whatever you guys want to discuss. Let me move this picture of him off or shrink it a little bit so you can see the map a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna be right back while you guys kind of discuss what you're thinking, or come back in character and figure it out, or talk about it in character. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I can create wall of thorns with my staff.
Do you have to concentrate for that?
Yes, I believe so. Hang on.
So we have 3 circles for the ritual. So we have 6 of us, so naturally 2 people for each circle. 1 person to do the ritual and 1 person to help guard and protect them.
Are we counting a queen who's half dead as a 6th person?
Mhm.
Or as a 6th person?
She's not going to be much help, but put her in the farthest circle away from... Because you know those things are going to break through that barrier and come at us and try to attack us. And Chernoborg is going to attack our mines.
Mm-hmm.
So we get our 3 strongest fighters to protect the 3 people doing the ritual. Unless we have...
We don't have to do the ritual at the same time.
And also, we might have to take some hits. So, like, especially if
Right.
those taking the ritual might need to take hits. We
Right.
might need to look at all of that and see how that goes. But I agree. 2 people on at least 2 of them. The queen could help out on one of them. Realistically, I think that's how it's going to have to work.
Oh, that's not as
And
bad
if
as I thought it was.
Skyborg can put that wall of thorns up, that might give us a little bit of extra time that they have to go around or break through.
I can cast Fog Cloud at 8th level, and it will cover this whole area.
So I also still have daylight to fuck with the shadows again.
Yeah, daylight would be good.
I agree.
Funsies. It
Daylight
won't
would be
cover
great.
everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's if the shadows get in, right?
when the
Yeah.
shadows
Look,
get in.
I'm hoping they're not going to be part of this fight, but you know.
Oh, 60-foot radius? How big was this place?
The measure proportions in the screen should be accurate.
Okay, yeah, I can't cover all of them. But I could.
Cover the
Easily.
closest one to the... Is the barrier a circle around it, or is it
It's further than this area. It's bigger than this area.
the barrier?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
daylight I could cover.
Is it like a
one
big
of the
circle around
places.
it, or is
Yeah,
it...
it's like a huge dome.
Okay.
But it's much bigger than this battle map has.
Yeah.
It's probably 500 feet completely across.
Actually, I could cast Fog Cloud at 6th level and get all this.
True, but then doesn't that affect our ability? Well, we don't really need to see if we know where we're at.
Yeah.
Technically.
Does anybody want to feel stronger?
Oh yeah, I have a potion for that.
Does anybody want?
Probably the time to use it, isn't it?
Probably. Probably. So, anybody want to feel
No,
stronger?
save it for the next, Fantasia 2.
Oh yeah, of course.
It
And
gets
I also-
stronger the longer you hold on to it. It's like wine.
I mean, hey, I also have 2 filters of love. What I want to do with them, I don't know, but I have them.
I will need everyone's inventory sheet after the end of this campaign so I can prepare Fantasia 2 relics.
Ah, yes, that one potion we never got rid of. Frost Giant Strength goes how?
No, but that is
Strong.
a legit question. Does anybody want to feel stronger? Because I have an extra potion that there's no point in me using.
Well, there's no point in me using it.
Skybore, in case you have to make a strength check.
Why would I make a strength check?
In case you might get knocked
Because of that big
prone, or-
fucker over there?
Yeah, you might swat his, I don't know, claw you or something. Give you a better chance to not fall over.
Say my strength goes up to 23.
I'm good.
It's a freebie.
I don't even use my healing potions.
Well, why not?
Well, when you
Well,
have
right
an
now we're
awesome
at
ring
full.
that doesn't.
And honestly, okay, so I'm guessing the ones who are best who are the ones best equipped for mental attacks.
I have
Not
proficiency on wisdom.
Same.
I
A monk.
have...
I have proficiency in everything.
Yeah, but you can't do it all.
Okay, but you can either do the physical one
Yeah.
or the fighting, or both, honestly. But it
Yeah.
feels like one's going to drain you more than the other one.
I think he would be our best choice for fighters because he's got so many multi attacks. He can attack whoever gets close.
I think the best people to cover would be myself and you, Salim.
And Lorna.
Mm.
I think Lorna might actually be better on one of the ritual things.
So then the rituals would be me, Lorna, and Skybor.
Mm-hmm.
And then
'Cause I don't-
whatever
Call me
the queen
crazy, I
can do.
don't think each one can do 2. I don't think any of
Right.
us could do 2, so I think it's like 1 each.
Right.
Yeah, I think
You have
the
to
only
make a
one-
choice during your turn what to do. And the main thing is the ritual.
Like, I'm confident Lorna could, take a little bit more of the beating
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and maintain her focus.
And Callie can also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
And
with the combination
Skybor
of
probably can too. With his druidness.
With Skybor's unique ability to have survived this long.
I mean, I got a fucking ring, tough, and warcaster.
Like I said.
there you go.
Mhm.
But it would give the queen ability to do whatever she's capable of doing.
Hmm.
I should be able to cover the ground between and move back and forth as needed.
Right, for 2 of them. You can cover 2 of them because you can jump back and forth, and then I can cover the 3rd.
You can actually cover 2 because you can shoot far enough.
I could also enlarge Cronus.
Oh, we should do that. Just, even if it didn't make sense, we should do that for shits and giggles.
We have to do it at least
Coaching
once.
for this.
Now is not the time to hold back all the cool, stupid shit you can do.
I agree.
Oh, I also have cold and acid resistance potions. Downing those.
Yeah. I will go ahead and Skyward, thanks for the offer, but you can just save your spell slot. Or you can save your spell here. And I will go ahead and drink a potion of growth and toss one to Lorna as well.
Oh! Oh! This is gonna be
Save the
fun.
world first.
How long do these potions all last? I'm considering this is like a pause moment in time. Like after you guys have decided what you guys are doing, we'll unpause and you guys distribute drink accordingly.
All of mine last an hour. If I remember the potion of growth, because Anika had one, you roll a d4. That's how long it lasts, is how many hours.
All right.
Because I got to be normal sized for
Ooh.
4 hours. Ah,
So that 1 hour you get to be huge. Is that what I'm gathering?
mm.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right, everyone else taking their potions. Anyone else want to take any other things before you guys start to move into, I guess, wherever you guys are hoping to start yourselves out when you start this ritual?
Yes. I will take the potion of growth and does anybody want a potion of cold or acid resistance? Because I have extra.
I just took those.
Skybor,
So-
do you want a little bit more resistance?
Whoever's doing the rituals should get the resistance.
Hey, Skyboard, drink these 2 potions.
Do these drugs, Skybor.
Do the drugs.
I say no to drugs.
Okay, what's about medicine, though?
That's okay. I got resistance.
True, but this doesn't require an action. And it's for free.
It sounds so weird.
We peer pressure you
The
into
first
the
one's always free.
resistance.
Oh, do we know what those shadow things are? Like, are they like elemental or fey or
Aberrations,
something?
most like
Aberrations?
most adjacent to aberrations. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! I want to cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Oh shit! That gives you resistance to all damage from those types of creatures or certain types of damage.
I
They
really
have
should,
disadvantage on attacks against me.
really should pick
I
a
cannot
better
be
spell.
charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Yeah.
Oh, we still are under Heroes Feast.
Perfect. Good. Yes, you are.
So we
You guys
also...
you guys are still within that. Yeah, you're still same day of storming the castle.
Yep. You're immune to poison, being frightened, and you have... Oh, we have advantage on all wisdom saves, y'all.
Alrighty. Skybor, Liam, if you two aren't taking these, I'll take them.
Alright.
Okay.
So I'm going to just I said I would give you guys a chance to ask any kind of questions about the rules. If you don't mind, I will just kind of go through them again real quick, just kind of read them out loud and kind of maybe describe them as we go. Where is it here? Start at the top here. All right. So as they've already described to you guys, the goal is channel the ritual's power, hold the anchor points, and adore the forces trying to break you. If too many anchors are to fail, the ritual cannot advance. So, your turn, how it works, if you're anchored, you endure the effects of the veil. You may channel the ritual using your action. You may move, react, and act normally. At the end of your turn order, at the end of the turn order, not your turn order, you must be in the place of the ritual. So you must be in that little 5 foot to 10 foot square. And you can always for your channeling to be successful. So by channeling, you can do a couple different things. You can do harmony or like a performance check. You could do an arcana check. You could do a religion check. You could even do a willpower check where it's like a constitution saving throw. I am open to other creative ideas. Don't let this list be a limitation to your imagination.
Yeah, because that seems like completely against Skybor.
Yeah, like for example, Skybor,
Honestly, against most of us.
Well, like for Skybor, you might try to do something with nature or something else completely. Just get creative. Obviously, these tools are not going to work in this situation. It is some kind of harmonic ability with you, one of your talents. So think one of something like that. So even if you're not a caster, you kind of think performance kind of aligns with your charismatic ability, which is where one of your strengths might come from. Anyways, don't be shy to be creative there. Holding your position. You must hold your ground. Like I said, you have to be in position by the end of the turn order. If you are forced away, knocked down, or displaced, your channel and therefore the effectiveness towards the ritual is no longer. You, however, can take the option of standing your ground, which means regardless of the effect and the success or failure of standing your ground, you can remain anchored, but you will take the full effect of the damage and the consequences of a failure. What that means is that any resistances, any rage buffs, anything like that are not going to count. So evasion does not count in this regard. If you were to stand your ground, you are taking the full damage that was rolled. That doesn't mean the maximum damage die. So if it's like 60-10, you're not getting 60 points of damage. But whatever was rolled, you're not having if you stand your ground. The other things are the Veil fights back. This is really more like at the end of the round. This is where things are going to start trying to get at you guys. And throughout whatever things might happen, such as the creatures that are coming at the door right now. This is what other people that are not currently channeling can do. One of you can support those in the ritual by taking a hit. So let's say, Lorna, you're standing your ground, but you're on death's door. Salim wants to jump in and take the full blunt of the hit, something like that. He can do that to help you maintain your channel. You could also use your abilities to try to disrupt it. Maybe Cronus, you can use some kind of your athleticism to kind of redirect the attack so the person doesn't take the whole blow. You kind of share some of it. These are just examples. Please use your imagination. You can also help stabilize an anchor, such as using your abilities to help them maintain their focus in their channel if they were to possibly fail at one of their channeling abilities, because they have to successfully channel as well. Merlin is working on sustaining the ritual, and the Empress is a potential ally, which you guys have decided to take place. So what she will do, she's not so much as an ability to fight, but she will have her own kind of things that she contributes to the ritual that will aid you all in the ritual. At least until the keys, or at least while she doesn't have any active relics, her options are kind of limited. And last but not least, this is really important you cannot do everything. You are not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z. So remember, your goals is complete the ritual, protect your allies and the threat, and survive whatever is coming. Yeah, I think that's all the tips and the things that I kind of wrote out. I kind of wanted to go through that too, so you guys keep me honest. And you're like, hey, you said this mechanic, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that, because it's a kind of a dense mechanic fight. But I don't think it's that bad once we get things going. It will kind of work as any other kind of ordinary encounter. Are there any questions? Things that aren't clear or don't make sense at all?
Let's jump into it and figure it out on the way.
Okay. So go ahead. You guys sounded like you guys had some ideas where you wanted to start, who's going to be on first, second, or third, if you will.
Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Right?
And it's like, well, we know who the basemen are. We just don't know who's on what base, and are we doing all the bases at the same time?
Oh,
Fair.
shoot. Actually, you guys are large now, right? Cronus and Lorna?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cronus, or I'm sorry, you do see that Merlin. You guys have taken a few minutes to kind of discuss and decide how you guys are going to approach this, and again, you see another thunderous boom across the prison, and Merlin strain once more. he kind of urges you all to make haste and decide where you guys are all going to be and who's going to be the first to act. Go ahead, guys, and move your guys' tokens accordingly to where you guys are going to be. Or to any last minute touches on your plan, feel free to discuss. But
Okay, so we have the roles picked. Is basically our plan of see what happens still a thing?
Always?
I mean, it's always how it works.
Skyboard, do you want left base or okay, you got home. Or third. I guess I'll go to second.
And I'm going to have my my doggy with me.
your dog. Okay.
And I'm casting daylight on my shield.
On your shield, okay. Let me go ahead and give you an aura. What's the radius on that?
60 feet.
60 feet, okay. I didn't know
You should
could put
cast
that
it on
on
something that Salim has, and he could just run around the place.
It's like actually. Oh yeah, you can put it on an object.
So you're placing it on your shield, so your shield's going to move around as daylight?
I mean, yeah, if it's gonna stay with me.
Okay. Clever. Okay, anything else?
No, that's my protection for myself.
Okay.
And so that Salim can shoot things that can't just poof in around us.
All right. The Empress, she seems kind of staggered to the south, right by Merlin. Salim, you are still holding on to the purple keys, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So you are responsible for 2 sets. Callie, you got 1 set. Lorna, you have a set. Everyone's got a set. Besides, Salim has 2. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Cronus, are you staying right about there? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you guys to
Playing
keep track of all
shortstop.
your resistances. Anything else you guys want to do before you guys start to really kind of grasp at your relics and start to focus on channeling, and be commencing this ritual to free Chernobog / combine him with Merlin once and forever?
Lorna quickly runs over to Cronus, gives him a big smooch, and runs back.
Oh boy.
Hey.
Yep.
We
Look.
You're just
all
gonna make
survived
yourself
this.
tired, just running
Kiss-
back and forth.
Kiss
Worth
of death, right there.
Worth it.
How did Alexander die?
You know what? Shush. It was
Syphilis.
his own fault.
Hold on.
Oh
The
shit.
syphilis part or the other one?
Oh shit, I'm done. All right, where are we at here? All right. All right, so it looks like Callie, Lorna, and Skywar, you guys are going first to bat per se. As you guys step on the center of this citadel, this ritual kind of glyph in the center of this area, you feel your body along with your relics just completely resonate, almost like magnetically pull yourself firmly to the ground, and you feel connected with not just your plate but the structure before you, your allies standing on the other corresponding plates, and you can feel their presence of them standing firmly in tandem with you as you guys prepare for this massive ritual. You also, each of you, can feel the pull and strain of these chains and how they're pulling on Merlin. You feel a man that is on his last edge and has very little left in the tank, and is doing everything he can to keep this at bay as best as possible. All right, we are going to do this real quick. Let me clear, remove all turns, clear. And let's go ahead and get an initiative order from everyone, please.
Jesus.
How do I add a turn? Well, I'm just gonna have to do that the other way. Okay. Sort. Okay. There we go. Oh, shoot. I did not put the in-person in there. Let me get her in there. Alright, let me roll hers real quick. That is going to put her at... Whoa. Okay. Alright, and let me go ahead and do the descending real quick to make sure it's in order. There we go. Okay, obviously, those that are not performing the ritual, I'll go ahead and give you the opportunity. Is there anything that you guys are doing real quick before they start channeling? Anywhere you guys are trying to place yourselves? Anything just special I need to know as we get ready for this?
I am good.
I'm good.
Okay.
You're channeling, ma'am.
Fuck yeah, I am.
All right. As we begin, I'm just gonna go. Oh wait, why are you a shield all of a sudden, Skybor?
That's to let me know that I got the protection from good and evil.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All
Because I
right.
will forget.
Because he identifies as a shield now.
Yep. I was like, forgot I had to shrink everyone's tokens to represent the map because I didn't want to do the freaking 10-foot squares again. That was terrible last time.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, this is much more manageable. All right, sorry. Let's go ahead and see where we're going first. So, Skybor, what would you like to do, sir? How are you planning on trying to channel your energy with everything that's going on, feed into this ritual?
I guess I'm going to meditate.
Okay.
I guess that would be something involving wisdom.
I will either, if you have a skill, what kind of abilities do you have in wisdom that you're proficient with? See if there's one that makes the most sense.
Got survival, perception, and insight that I'm proficient in. That's wisdom based.
Okay. Let me do this real quick. Okay, let's do a wisdom saving throw.
You have advantage.
Oh, that's right. You do have a advantage on wisdom saving throw. So you rolled 11. Okay. As you kind of meditate and try to reach out to it, you feel a brief connection to it, and you feel like you can just touch at Merlin's heartstrings until a moment, and then it's lost just briefly afterwards. It seems like you are struggling to kind of maintain that channeling and focus upon it. Let's see here. It's gonna bring us to Cronus. Cronus, you're closest to him. You can always react as well, but then that's gonna bring us to Callie. You want to wait till Callie and Lorna go, Cronus, before you take any action? I guess you really wouldn't know unless Skywar. How would you respond to that if you feel that disconnect from that ritual channel?
Frustrated, but I'm going to keep trying.
Okay. Callie, what would you like to do?
Gonna kind of brief from when she was younger, channel herself. Then basically try to project onto this channeling like what I want it to be. So,
Sorry, real quick. I have to also keep going. I had to roll damage to you. So shit. Let me double check this real quick. What did you roll? You rolled an 11. Okay. Yeah. Skyward, you'll take 22 points of psychic damage, and you feel the chains and the prison ache and groan after that. Go ahead, Callie. Sorry to interrupt.
you're good. So I am going to basically use the power of visualization and try to like convince the forces that we are trying to act upon that I am the correct way to do it.
Sure. You can do either like a wisdom, or I'm sorry, like a religion check, or maybe like a performance check.
Persuasion check?
I will probably have to increase the DC for a persuasion check.
Then religion.
Okay, go for it. Okay. As you focus and you reach out, it feels light at first, but until you feel just a strong magnetic pull and then channeling, and this time you feel just like a brief moment of weight being lifted off of Merlin's chest. And the prison kind of aches and groans a little bit more. You have successfully channeled with this ritual. Anything else with your bonus actions or other abilities?
Not at the moment. Or actually, wait. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go full angel.
Oh, okay. All right. Use a bonus action to release the. Very, very cool. That energy just kind of emanates all around you, and as you are fully channeled through this, you're actually going to feel. They're going to push that energy through your comrades that you feel connected to immediately. Skyboard, go ahead and give me another wisdom saving throw, sir. As you feel the energy kind of reach out from Callie into your body, and it kind of pulls more of that out of you as that little falter before where it would start to disconnect. It almost reaches back out and grabs your voice as it's pulling a song out of your throat as it connects it back to the rest of the system leading to the prison. Lorna McKinley, you feel overflowing with this radiant energy pouring into your system. Go ahead and roll advantage with how would you like to channel today?
She is going to. Hold on, I had words. She is going to try and like. I don't want to say like take the hit or endure it, but she wants to like remain anchored.
That's fine, but you have to channel. You have to participate in the ritual.
Yeah.
First. You could do like a constitution, like using your raw will and force and ability, and do like a constitution saving throw.
That's kind of how she's going, or like strength or constitution, will. That kind of way.
Okay, so like just make sure I understand. Like your sheer will of overcoming anything,
yes,
and putting your all into this.
Yes.
Sure, a constitution saving throw would work for something like that.
Cool. And you said I had advantage on this?
Yes, you do.
Mhm.
Okay.
Although I'm not sure if you have advantage. Sorry. All right. As you begin to channel the energy through you again once more. Let me pull up the Empress real quick. All right. And as you guys do that, you feel for the chains all illuminate and glow. The prison starts to creak and groan, and immediately you feel not only just you hear it, but this time you feel the waves of thunder just blasting through your ears and going across the entire expanse. You hear this voice booming, not in anger, but just in loud, dominating tone. And he speaks clearly out to each and every one of you as he says, "You seek balance, but you stand clearly on one side. You were not the first to try to stand against my coming, and you will not be the last." And at this point, I am going to need from everyone that is currently on a plate, plus, let me roll a d3. I'm just going to go clockwise. Salim, you're 1. Cronus, you're 2. Empress is 3. Alright. Alright. I'll be the first target then. Well, in addition. So every person that's on a plate trying to perform this ritual right now, I will need each and every one of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So that's just the 3 of them who are doing the ritual, not the 3 of us who are standing by?
3 of them doing the ritual, plus the Empress
Plus
right
the
now.
Empress. Okay.
You feel this booming, like psychics mixed with kind of necrotic energy start to overwhelm you and bleed through your minds and start to introduce doubt and worry and shake you in your conviction to this ritual. So I need Constitution savings for Lorna, Skybor, and Callie, which you all 3, or I'm sorry, the 2 of you passed. Callie, you have failed yours.
Yeah.
So, what I'll need you to do is, what happens is you're going to be fall prone and be pushed 10 feet out of your ritual. You have the option of standing firm, taking the full damage, but not losing your anchor. Or B, you can also, what's the other thing? Or B, someone could try to jump in and divert or help you with not taking the damage.
I jump in.
Okay, you're going to try to jump in, Salim. What are you doing, Callie?
Callie was gonna stand and take it.
Okay. All right. So, sorry guys, this is there's a lot going on in this one, so I'm trying to get this right the first couple times we do this. All right. So you, Salim, are going to try to take the hit for Callie. All
And
right.
evasive action, and none of that works for this, correct?
When you are taking the hit, no, you are not standing. You don't have to stand firm. You're taking the hit, so you can actually use evasive action on this.
Okay.
So go ahead, and give me a con save. Oh wait, the evasive doesn't that only works on dexterity checks though?
Yes.
Evasion. So that
Evasion.
Yes,
will
but
apply this. So you will take the
Cunning
damage.
action could work.
What's cunning action?
Or not that. The freaking one where you can do the one attack targeted at you, but I don't remember what it's called.
Elusive. No.
It's a 5th level ability, I think. I'll find it.
So for those that pass, so Skywar, Lorna, you guys are going to take half of this damage for passing this. You do not fall prone. You do not get pushed. So you will take a total of. Have that to 10. So 10 and 8, those are already halved for you of psychic and necrotic damage.
Uncanny dodge is what I was thinking of.
What does that one do?
It's for only Salim. It doesn't apply to
When an
Callie.
attacker you can see hits you, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage.
So I don't know if that would
Yeah,
apply for this
You
item.
can't really
Yeah, I
see
can't
the
see.
attacker.
No.
Yeah.
And never mind.
Okay, so you will
No, I
take
take full damage.
you'll take 37 points of damage, Salim. And you will be pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone. Go ahead and move your token. You're going to actually fall off into that kind of expanse. So you're going to be kind of free falling here for a second, unless you have flying or some sort of something.
I have spider shoes. Would that keep me hooked on?
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Let's see.
Okay.
If you get pushed back quickly, you're tumbling off the back, but your magic slippers are on, and as soon as you're about to go over the edge, you get a toe on the pavement, enough to kind of forcibly flip you over and slam your back against the wall, and then you to kind of get your other foot over your head to attach to the other side and save you from falling into the expanse of really nothingness below. Alright, that is going to bring us to the Empress's turn. She does not have any relics, so let's see what she can... She's going to kind of come back here to move a little bit closer back to you, Skyward, and see if she can help you with some of the ritual. But that's going to end their turn. As soon as you hear the booming voice and that feels fall over... you feel like you have successfully completed one of the rituals, or at least one part of the ritual. We are going to go back around. You do feel a little depleted and winded from that, Callie and Skywar and Lorna. What do you guys want to do next?
I mean, keep on keeping on.
Okay.
If I were to cast a spell, would that have me fail this round
What do you
of
mean
the
cast a spell?
ritual? Yeah.
Like,
What-
use an action to cast a spell.
So the ritual requires an action, but you're
Okay.
saying you want to cast a spell as part of your ritual contribution, potentially?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let me look at my spells real quick. Maybe there might be something.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Yeah.
I mean, depends on what would be considered contribution.
As you guys complete that channel, you hear the voice, and you guys withstand that effect, that kind of necrotic and psychic energy that flooded across the entire room and filled you guys up. You hear, "You hold for now. So did the last ones."
You know, it's unhealthy to hold on to old relationships like that.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. I'm not gonna do it on myself. I'm gonna try to channel it through the
Through your key.
yeah.
So you're kind of channeling that type of magical energy that you are in tune with that you get your powers from nature. So in a sense, you're trying to pull that kind of energy and push that through this this channel. Is that what I'm gathering? Is that correct, Skyward?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of thing is that spell? Is it like a spell attack, or is it a what kind of how does that spell work exactly? If you don't mind posting it, or
I mean, I said Cure Wounds.
so I mean, is that
It's a touch, like a will.
touch
I think it's just touch. Yeah.
okay? So it's what is your spell attack ability? I guess.
I got 19. No, that's a save. Spell attack bonus is 13. Wisdom.
Okay. What's your wisdom bonus at?
5.
What's your proficiency bonus?
Proficiency bonus is 6.
Let's do. I'm thinking let's do like a 11 check plus 11. Spell attack doesn't exactly quite fit from an ability check kind of thing, but I think there's some. I think we can take that your spell casting ability plus your proficiency ability and give you a fair modifier.
25.
25. Okay. All right, so Skyward, you try to shake off a little bit of that uncertainty before, and you push this kind of healing energy that you pull from nature itself into the channeling, and this really does resonate with your relic, and the others could feel it on their side as well. Callie, what do you do?
She's going to take a page out of the book she accidentally played into by going full angel. And use my key that is my sword. The ability it has to cast Holy Weapon on Solaris's edge, and then like not actually trying to hurt the thing I'm standing on, but like stick it in the ground to try and get the holy light to like infuse into it, if that makes sense.
So remind me, that's a spell attack ability, or that's just your ability that's based off of your
so Holy Weapon
attribute?
is an ability on the sword. I could
Okay.
do a sword attack if you would like.
No, what does the Holy Weapon spell do? Is it a
Um,
wisdom-based spell, charisma-based spell?
it's used. I mean, for her it'd be wisdom because cleric.
Okay, so let's do wisdom, whatever your wisdom ability score plus your proficiency modifier, and let's roll against that.
Okay. Do you want me to do it like a spell attack or?
No,
Well, yeah, that
'cause
would be like a spell attack. Wisdom plus proficiency modifier. Then a d20.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then go ahead and do that. I thought it was different because Skywars was different, but maybe that's because you're multi-class Skywar. I don't know exactly how that all works.
Okay, why is it this hard for me to find it?
If it is exactly the same, I thought your spell attack was different from your because sometimes classes have some abilities that like let you add things additionally that aren't good.
Yeah, those are like attacks. Cure wounds isn't an attack.
Sure.
I gotcha.
So it'd be the 18
So
because that was the first spell I could find.
Right. All right, you begin to cast that, but it's almost as if your relic is starting to tire, or that it's getting harder and harder to channel through this ritual as things progress. You feel even more tension as you feel the Chernobog ashing upon its prison from inside as things progress. It doesn't seem like this one is as effective as last time. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action or any of your movement?
I mean movement. No, I'd like to stand here.
Okay.
Bonus action. Sorry, I hadn't actually considered that. I apologize.
You're okay. So Lean, did I skip you in turn order, or what would you have done to kind of get back? Actually, I guess I would have skipped you. And you, Cronus, if you guys wanted to move at all, feel free to do so. As they are kind of resolving these channeling and things, just stay within your character's obvious movement speed.
Mm, No, I don't think I'm going to use my bonus action right now.
Okay. Before I go on to Lorna, Cronus, or Sleem, it looks like Sleem, you moved yourself back up. Cronus, anything
Correct.
you're doing?
I am actually kind of just scanning the areas around, knowing that at some point the dome is probably going to falter.
Okay. All right.
Also, like, there are actual chains, like, connecting, like, the ritual plates to the prison thing, right?
More or less, yeah. But they're also kind of going from the different, cliffs and rock edges of the area to kind of going towards Merlin or through him into this prison. But yes, these all seem to be connected to the rituals.
Is there one, like, nearby that I can, like, am I able to actually physically touch these things?
They're kind of up in the air, but you could try to go reach and grab for one. Yeah.
Okay. I will hold that.
I'm going
If
to
you-
use my action to drink a healing potion. So,
Okay. Go for it.
since it's an action, it's the full amount.
That's
Mhm.
correct. Yep. All right. So Lorna, what would you like to do? You feel like same still kind of strain on your relic, but you still feel like you could commit to something towards this channeling.
Yeah, she's going to kind of enact her willpower again, but in a sense of I had the words and then the words left as soon as you made it my turn. Kind of like bolstering her allies in a sense of we can do this, we have this, use your inner strength kind of empowerment, if that's a thing she can do.
So you're trying to do. I'm sorry. You're trying to do what now?
Like empower her allies through her sheer force of will,
Okay. So you
her
would do
own
like another con
determination.
save then?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Cool. And this one I don't have advantage on.
Correct. This is just a straight one.
Okay.
Okay. You feel like your channeling and your Alex are getting a little drained, but you do successfully channel again, and you feel the ritual kind of proceed further. You feel the prison kind of grown further, but you also feel Chernobog really dominating and coming through your senses. This time you can almost feel the wave of energy that is flowing outside of him in rage. Before his energy kind of explodes across the room once more, you see the Empress look towards you, Skybor, and kind of focus on her holy object once more, looking towards you. And then she extends her hand, and it seems like she's able to reconnect you with the channeling as you contribute to the ritual once more. And you see the prison and the chains start to glow and illuminate around Merlin, as well as the prison that holds Chernobog. You hear that same kind of voice booming out into the room, that same grandiose, and he says, "The world you protect is never meant to endure, and I shall force my hand and break my way through and destroy and consume you all." This time, as he slams his fist against the prison, you see this large, kind of radiating purple crack start to kind of splinter through the prison itself. You guys have proceeded to progress the ritual one more time. Cronus, you see off in the Vale where there's the creatures are pushing now, climbing on top of each other, almost trying to find their way in, and they're scaling the sides of this invisible barrier. As you try to study off in the distance, I will need perception checks from everyone else while you are focused upon that.
Sorry, were you waiting?
You need perception from me or from everybody else?
Everyone.
Damn. Better I roll a natural one then.
Damn.
All right, you all are seeing. Besides you, Callie, you're kind of focused. A little blinded from all the daylight around you. But everyone else, you are seeing this off in the distance of these creatures trying to get in. And in some places, it looks like they might be kind of pushing their way through this veil, but they are still, for the most part, outside this barrier. But they are trying their hardest to get in. This brings us back to you, Callie. You feel that your relic is exhausted almost to the point. You have a chance to do this once again, or do something again, but you feel like doing so might have some disadvantages of doing so.
I think Callie looks down at her relics, and before she does anything, just basically, in Celestial out loud, tells them to buck the fuck up. Basically, we got to do this, Buttercups.
Wait, did I skip Skybor on accident? Let me see. I'm sorry, Skybor's first act, Callie.
Yeah.
Wait, did I did the thing. Did you guys make the second save though?
No.
No. God damn it. Why did I put too many systems in this fight? I will need a Constitution saving throw from everyone as the last kind of explosive this ring out. You feel that necrotic and psychic energy flood over everyone. This is gonna be for Callie, Lorna, and Skybor. Let me roll a D3 for the other three.
Jesus.
I'm just going to use my inspiration. I'm never going to use it, so I'm going to use it this time.
Okay.
There we go.
So that's a pass. Callie, that is a fail. Donkey. All right. What else? Lorna, that is a fail as well. Okay. So, real quick, I gotta roll damage for that. And also, I need to know: are you guys going to withstand it, or what are you guys choosing to do?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna take it.
I'll take it.
Actually, is there like a source of where this damage is coming from?
It is like emanating from the entire prison across the entire area. In this chamber.
Can I like run and grab the chain that connects to Lorna's plate to try to take the damage for her?
You can, but it's not coming from the chains.
Gotcha.
It's just like explosive energy coming from the prison, like a wave. Now you could try to run. I don't know how far running movement you have. You could try to run over there and try to.
Yeah, I can
try to divert this attack to help her remain to not take the whole amount of damage. But that's up to you on what you want to do there.
Yeah, I'll run in there and I'll just take it all.
Okay. Can't necessarily take it all, but go ahead and give me an athletics check. But Laura, you are taking the full. You are doing the things to not move your ground, right? So this will be halved for the two of you then.
Okay.
So so you're taking that. And who else failed? Or no, the other two passed.
No, I
Callie failed.
Okay, so let me go ahead and do damage first, real quick. Are you standing your ground, Callie? You said yes to that too, right? Oh goodness, where's my cheat sheet? I don't need any of this crap. I just need the roll table. Where's the table? Bear with me, guys. What's the thing? Just got it. Okay. All right. So Callie and Lorna, you both failed. You are taking the full damage. Let me get that rolled for you. That's going to be. Lorna, since Cronus came over to help you, you're going to take half of this. And Lorna, you're going to take half of this. Again, since you're jumping into this, there's no having, no evasion kind of thing applied to this. So it's going to be 30 points. Half of that is necrotic, half of that is psychic. And then, so Lorna and Cronus, that means 15 points are going to you, Cronus, and 15 are going to you, Lorna. As you guys stood your ground, you guys are not going to be pushed out of the ritual circle. You are going to maintain your channeling. And then, starting us off at the top is, I already said your name, Callie, so let's go ahead and finish yours that you were already debating what to do, and then we'll go to you, Skybor, if that's okay.
Callie's gonna continue leaning into you can't, basically because of how her clericness works is she is the storm, and god damn it, you are not using a storm against me. So leaning into religion and force of will to be nope, I'm standing my ground here and we are going to take this over. That makes sense.
Okay, go for it. Let's do. You want to do the same thing as last time then?
Sure.
This will be at disadvantage though.
Well, it didn't matter.
Okay. This one is not from lack of effort, but your relic just feels like it's giving out and not able to resonate. It's like it needs a moment to breathe. But it was, it was not from a lack of a good idea of how to contribute to this channeling effort. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I mean,
Actually, let me see. That was a 14 you rolled. Let me double check. This is the second completed ritual phase. So this will be. All right, that will be another 26 points of necrotic and psychic damage. And that is going to
that
be...
I am allowed to have.
Oops, sorry. I did the wrong thing. I rolled the wrong table.
I was like, for what?
For failing the failing the channel by a certain degree or magnitude. So I'm sorry, you do not take that much. You take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Is your turn.
Now, am I allowed to step in and replace her?
You could offer to take your turn, or use your turn to go in and try to perform a channeling if you wanted to.
If her keys are fading in power.
You do see her glaring at her keys, like, what the fuck are you two doing?
Yeah.
I'll step in. I'll try the channel.
So, Callie, do you move aside after that and let Salim take a crack at it?
Yes, while cursing at her keys in her head.
Okay, go for it. Salim, how do you want to contribute to this? Some kind of performance, like charismatic, some kind of arcana, religion?
I am going to use my deeply hidden anger at losing my family and the revenge that I've been holding and focus it all on this ritual and sealing this guy away for good so that his type of evil does not do to other people what he's done to me.
Okay. All right.
Intimidation
I'll take an intimidation.
or persuasion?
Take intimidation or performance.
Performance, okay.
Okay. As you kind of give into your anger and you start to literally kind of let it bleed from your character and from your ego itself as you kind of put your whole self into this channel. You feel the relics kind of resonate within you, and again, you're connected to this kind of living process and ritual. The chain feels tight as if it's about to snap, but you are fully connected to it, just channeling your energy up and down the chain links. Anything
Now,
else you want to do with your bonus action?
I also have those dead relics that were originally mine that what's his name stole from me. The one that he stole
Quill.
from me. Quill stole from me.
Mm-hmm. You know
I'm
what?
using that also, channeling that anger that he stole it from me. I lost my shroud. I lost some special abilities I had that come in, this invisibility and all that stuff that worked great for a arcane trickster rogue like me.
Okay. All right. That is going to be a success. Anything else with your turn?
I have the spell shield.
Is it a bonus action?
Reaction.
It's a reaction. That would not affect the attacks that he does to us, would it? Because it gives me a...
No, it's just
No.
spell attacks or attacks. It's not saves and stuff.
Okay. Because it says when you're hit by an attack, it puts
Yeah.
a magical force around you.
Yeah, but
Right.
it ups
These-
your AC. It doesn't.
Yeah,
do
these are
anything about the
mental
damage.
attacks.
Or waves or AoE attacks. It's just not a target or an AC
Okay.
kind of attack.
Alright, so I'll have to use that when the shadow creatures come in.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Skyward, I feel like I skipped you. What did you want to do with on this ritual?
First, I want to heal those 10 points.
Okay. Now, sadly, the Empress is not going to be able to offer you the same aid as Celine. She does not have any relics.
And Shadow is going to do Spirit Shield, which is going to boost my AC and my saves by 2, as long as within 5 feet of me, which he will. And I was thinking, what if I use Wild Shape for this ritual?
And what's like you're trying to? Are you actually trying to shapeshift, or is it you're trying to use the essence of your wild shape to?
The essence.
Okay. All right. Kind of like I kind of can see that. So you're gonna like maybe start channeling your different spirits and animals that you can shapeshift into, and feed that into this ritual. Feels like another kind of like a wisdom type save or a wisdom type ability. But you've already done a few of those. To avoid you having to roll at disadvantage. Well, no, this is the third time you're trying to do this with your relic, so there is going to be a disadvantage associated with it. Let's do a wisdom saving throw here for this. You do get a flat roll because you have advantage with wisdom saving throws, though.
Okay. All right.
Okay. As you start to try to channel that and feed into the nature, it pushes back once again against you. That was a 13. Okay, you will also take some damage from that. You will take 27 points of psychic damage from that. And then, is there anything else you'd like to do with that, with your turn there? Actually,
Okay.
you know what? The Empress is going to use her turn to try to empower you with that ability. Go ahead and roll one more time with advantage. She's going to use her turn to help you with the ritual. Holy shit! That's a pass. Skyboard is the ritual. So you kind of, with the kind of feel the support coming in from with divine energy that the Empress is able to kind of muster. She sends it your way, and as the faint touch to this ritual fades, it's bolstered again and pushed through. What else would you like to do? Would you like to do anything else with this? Then you don't take any damage, by the way. So go ahead and remove that. Undo that 27 points of damage. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I use my bonus action to do healing spirit? This isn't going to a ritual because this is a bonus action. This is just to keep me standing.
If it's a bonus action, yeah, you can use it. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I want to keep it at a second level.
Right. I'm sorry. I've skipped. Oh, I've skipped over everyone's turn. I feel like that's initiative order. But next up is Lorna and Cronus. What would you guys like to do? Or are you participating in this ritual for the third time, or what are you? You feel that same kind of similar exhaustion upon your relic, like it needs a moment to breathe, but you could still push through.
I think Cronus and I were actually going to switch out this turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Cronus, how are you going to try to channel your energy on this push go through?
I would actually use a key point and kind of send the energy back through more as like a calming presence than.
Okay. All right. Since you're using key energy, let's go with a wisdom save then. I will say that's a pass. As you push your energy back through, you too feel the chain that's kind of connecting to all the other chains and through this prison tighten again. All three tight chains you could feel just completely taut across, and they're wrapping burning radiant light right in the center. And you can see that even Merlin is discomforted and straining with the burning chain searing across his chest. But it is being successfully burning and welding. You can see Merlin almost into the prison itself, in addition to the chains kind of melting into his form and really kind of merging him into this massive prison. Again, you see these big, beastly hands smash upon the prison one more time. And I will need a Constitution saving throw from each and every one of you. And let me roll for the +1.
Just the three. Well, I guess we all tried
So
to channel.
just this is just those that are still on the play. So this is going to be for Salim, Cronus, and Skyward.
So that's going to be a 13 for me.
Okay. All right. Salim and Skyward, you guys have the option. You're about to. You failed your roll, so you're going to take damage, and you are going to get pushed off, risking the chance of losing your channel. What do you guys want to do? You can either stand
Shadow's
firm.
going to take the hit.
Okay, so Shadow's going to try to jump in and divert some of that. Let me see here real quick. Interception thing. Yes. Okay. All right. I got you. So he's gonna jump in and take the full hit. Then, let me go ahead and roll damage for him, and so that's gonna be that. So that keeps you on there. Saleem, you did fail.
I'm gonna
Callie,
stand firm.
you can jump in. You're gonna stand firm. Okay.
I'm gonna jump in and take it.
Okay, you're gonna take it, so he doesn't even have to take the hit. The whole, you're taking all of it then.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me roll the damage. This was on this phase, which would be.
Can I jump in and take half for Cronus?
You can split. He passed the
He
save,
passed.
so
Never mind.
he's already gonna take half of this, but
Okay.
it's up to you to have it even more.
I'll
So let
wait.
me roll this one. So it's gonna be 47 points of necrotic psychic damage. So that's 47 points of damage straight to Inugami. He's taking all of it. Callie, are you taking all of it for Saleem?
Yes, and resistances, even natural ones, don't count on this, right?
That is correct. When you take the hit or you try to jump in front or stand firm, you are taking the full damage, no resistances.
Then
So,
yeah, still.
Cronus, you did pass. So you don't have to stand firm, so you can split the damage. That's 20 easy math. We're just going to do, what is that? 23 points of damage to you. I don't think you're resistant to either of those types of damage, so just 23. But with Lorna kind of jumping and diverting some of the damage, she'll go ahead and take that down to 11 each. Right? Yeah, 11 each. So that is going to bring us to back to the turn. But this time you see the prison, the barrier. This time it's really waning. The forces are massing. You're seeing some shadow creatures slink into the shadows. And it's clear that the barrier is not lasted long, or it's already starting to fall in places. Let me do one more thing real quick. Oh, it is 10:33 too, so let's get to a good stopping point here very soon. Let me just get this guy here. Right, and then... Well, that kind of stinks. So as things come to view, since it's obviously didn't hide my thing, you guys are just going to pretend like you didn't see that. No. I hate to do this out of turn order, but that really is a big fuck up on the reveal, so I am going to have to supersede that, so it's just not narratively weak. And then I'll go back to the normal order. As you guys prepare for the next round of ritual, you hear this voice coming from behind your shoulder. You see the thing has failure points and stuff off the distance, and Saleem, you hear this voice coming behind you. Just a moment before you hear it from behind you, you feel like the relics that you're holding respond to something nearby. And as you see this massive purple cosmic energy like being stand behind you, you hear the familiar broken and disembodied voice of Quill. He says, "I believe that you and your friends have some things that belong to me in the Dark One." And he immediately moves into position to strike and attack at you. And Callie, and that's where we're gonna stop at this turn, at this session. So let me go ahead and bring this guy up on the screen real quick, so you guys can get a quick view of him.
Oh, look. I get a punching bag.
Zoom him in a little bit. As Quill presumably has returned in a much different form. And that's where we'll end tonight. All right. Awesome. Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Gonna be turning on and ramping up a little bit. But no, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Any questions after tonight? I know it took a little bit to get used to the rules and the two mechanics of the push of the baptism by fire and the channeling, but I think it'll get smoother next session.
Maybe getting a list, like I don't want to say a procedure list, but like
A cheat
little
sheet.
bit. Or at least of like
I can
what
do this
channels
turn.
we can do.
Or
Okay.
well, I was thinking of like the steps in which, okay, we channel this. This is whether you pass or fail. This is where it goes, and then this like you can jump in or not, that kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Let me come up with a better cheat sheet. I think let me try to see if I can give it a little bit of justice super quick here.
Mm-hmm.
So in reality, so every turn you have one of the three of you has the choice to either channel or support an ally or take care of something else that is on your battlefield. One person can only channel at a time, but obviously if you fail, someone can jump in and try their attempt at channeling if their turn has not already passed, because it does take an action. So what happens is you have to perform some kind of ability to a channel. I'll try to give you guys a cheat sheet on what kind of things you do to channel. I think that's fair. I feel like that's a little bit like, well, how does that work? Because I can't use a spell attack, and we don't have to figure things out on the fly. So let me give you guys a cheat sheet between now and next session. But once you succeed or fail a channel, you have to remain in that channel by the end of the turn, which is then that whole area of effect, kind of massive psychic and necrotic energy damage that comes out at the end of every round. If you guys fail that, you guys get pushed off that. And then I think I'll make it a little bit more clear, like a better cheat sheet on how the allies can assist and how that affects either the pushback effect as well as or the damage thing. So I'll get you guys better cheat sheets on that before next session, but otherwise I think you guys generically got it, but I think the specifics are going to be helpful as you guys now have someone out there trying to kill you while you do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I really hope that's not his actual scale.
Oh,
Tiny as fuck? No. Let him be normal size.
He's over there by Salim. He's that
Okay.
scale. He's
Yeah, it's like no. He's our size. Let him stay that way.
Yeah.
awesome. All right, guys.
It
Well, I'll
still
get you that
Looks
cheat
big to me.
sheet. Right?